December 19th, 1944. Verdun. Emergency meeting. Eisenhower at the head of the table. German breakthrough 3 days old. American lines collapsing. Eisenhower. Who can counterattack fastest? Patton. I can attack in 48 hours, December 22nd. The room laughed. Impossible. But Patton wasn't guessing. He'd already given the order, 6 hours before anyone asked. This is the story of the attack that launched before it was ordered, and why forgiveness is easier than permission. When you're right. Mechanism visible. December 16th, 1944. German attack in the Ardennes. Operation Wacht am Rhein. Surprise. Massive. American lines shattered. Patton, 60 miles south. Third Army attacking toward the Saar River. Different battle. Different direction. December 18th, evening. Reports reaching Third Army headquarters. German penetration widening. Bradley's forces split. Patton to his chief of staff, Hobart Gay. We're going to be ordered north. Gay. We don't have orders yet. Patton. We will. Not psychic. Strategic reading. Facts Patton knew. Germans broke through in Ardennes. Bradley's 12th Army Group split in two. Montgomery would take Northern Command. Eisenhower's pattern. Only mobile American force available, Third Army. Eisenhower would call. Question wasn't if, when. Patton. Start planning. 3 contingency options. The 3 plans. Plan A. Attack toward Bastogne, northwest. Plan B. Attack toward Luxembourg, north. Plan C. Attack toward Echternach, northeast. Whichever Eisenhower picks, Third Army ready. Staff working through night. December 18th to 19th. Maps, movement tables, logistics calculations, communication plans, not waiting for orders, preparing before asked. December 19th, 0600 hours, before dawn. Patton to staff. Execute Plan A. Start moving. Chief of Staff Gay. Sir, we don't have orders from Schaeff. Patton. We will by noon. Move now. The order given. 4th Armored Division, disengage. Pivot north. 26th Infantry Division, prepare movement. 81st Infantry Division, reposition. Artillery units, begin displacement. Supply lines, reroute north. Third Army, 250,000 soldiers, 133,000 vehicles, started moving. 0600 hours. 6 hours before Eisenhower would ask the question. The risk? If Eisenhower picks Plan B or C, wasted movement, logistics chaos. If Eisenhower doesn't order attack, insubordination, possible court-martial. If attack fails, career over. Patton betting everything on reading Eisenhower correctly and on being right. Quick question. Who's your favorite World War II general and why? All right, back to Verdun. Verdun, 1,100 hours, December 19th. Cassan Maginot. Cold Stone Building, Eisenhower, Bradley, Patton, Devers, staff officers. Eisenhower, direct, no preamble. Gentlemen, the German attack is serious. We need counteroffensive. Who can move fastest? Patton. I can attack with 3 divisions. December 22nd, 0600 hours. Silence. Then laughter from some officers. Impossible. Third Army, 60 miles south of Breakthrough, currently engaged in offensive toward Germany. To disengage, pivot 90 degrees, move north, reorganize, and attack? In 48 hours? Logistics alone would take a week. Bradley, skeptical. George, that's a lot of divisions to move that fast. Patton, I've already made plans. 3 options, depending on where you want the attack. Eisenhower, you've already planned this? Patton, yes. Eisenhower, when? Patton, last night? What Patton didn't say, and I've already started moving. Eisenhower's calculation. Accounts describe the moment. Eisenhower studying the map. Silent. Not looking at German positions, looking at Patton. Eisenhower looked at the map, not at the German positions, at the commanders around the table. One side, Patton. Fast, aggressive, uncontrollable. Other side, the system. Safe, methodical, slow. Eisenhower's fear wasn't the Germans. The Germans he could see on a map. Eisenhower's fear was choosing wrong and having that decision written in history books forever. Speed wins battles, but what if speed fails? Eisenhower. Fine, George. December 22nd. Bastogne is the priority. Make it happen. Official order given. 11:30 hours. Patton. Already 5.5 hours ahead. What Eisenhower didn't know, Patton already moving. Staff already executing Plan A. Logistics already repositioning. Communication lines already being established. 48-hour promise wasn't future tense, already underway. The mechanism that made it possible, not just Patton's audacity, staff preparation. Chief of Staff Hobart Gay. 3 plans ready before meeting. G3 operations. Colonel Halley Maddox. Movement orders drafted, waiting for signature. G4 logistics. Fuel, ammunition routes already calculated. Signal Corps. Communication network already repositioning. Patton made the gamble. Staff made it executable. December 19th to 21st. The pivot. Third Army, 250,000 soldiers, 133,000 vehicles. Pivot 90 degrees north. Move 60+ miles. In winter. Snow. Ice. Under potential German counterattack. Largest, fastest corps movement in American military history. How it worked. Not chaos. Orchestrated. Road priority system. Main routes assigned by division. Traffic control. Military police at every intersection. Fuel points. Pre-positioned every 50 miles. Communication. Radio silence maintained, landlines laid as they moved. December 20th, movement in full execution. December 21st, units arriving assembly areas. December 22nd, 0600 hours, Third Army attacks north. On schedule, as promised. Not because of 48 hours preparation, because of 54 hours. 6-hour head start. 4th Armored Division leading. Mission: relieve Bastogne. 101st Airborne surrounded, running low on ammunition, medical supplies. Weather: snow, overcast, limited air support. Resistance: German forces between 3rd Army and Bastogne. December 22nd to 25th, the push. Combat every mile. Villages contested, roads mined, bridges destroyed. But momentum. 3rd Army moving. Not fast by breakthrough standards, but relentless. December 26th, 16:45 hours. Lead elements, 4th Armored Division, contact 101st Airborne at Bastogne. Siege broken. Patton's promise? Delivered. 48 hours from order to attack, kept. Actually, 54 hours preparation because he started before asked. What the 6-hour head start meant. Time saved, 6 hours before official order. Lives potentially saved. Unquantifiable. But each hour mattered. 101st Airborne. Casualties mounting daily. Medical supplies critical. Ammunition dwindling. 6-hour earlier relief. Unknown number of wounded saved. Defensive positions held. Not provable, but plausible. What if Patton had waited? Official order, December 19th, 11:30 hours. If Patton started movement then, not 0600, 5.5-hour delay in initial movement. December 22nd attack, possible, but closer margin. Bastogne relief, December 27th to 28th instead of 26th. Additional 101st casualties, unknown. The counterfactual, unprovable. But Patton's gamble paid off. Did Patton violate orders? Technically, no. He had no orders forbidding movement. Practically, yes. He moved major forces without authorization. Military doctrine, clear. Wait for orders. Patton's doctrine, ask forgiveness, not permission. Why he got away with it? Reason 1, he was right. Eisenhower did order attack north. Patton's prediction, accurate. Reason 2, he succeeded. Bastogne relieved on schedule. Victory erases procedural violations. Reason 3, Eisenhower needed him. No other American general moved that fast. Patton, indispensable. What if he'd been wrong? Scenario A, Eisenhower picks different attack axis. Patton's units moving wrong direction. Logistics chaos. Wasted fuel. Delayed actual ordered operation. Result, relieved of command. Possibly court-martialed. Scenario B, attack fails. Early movement equals insufficient preparation. High casualties. Bastogne not relieved. Result, court-martial certain, career over. Scenario C, what happened? Prediction correct. Execution successful. Victory achieved. Result, hero. Insubordination forgiven. Forgiveness easier than permission. But only when you win. Patton won. This time. Was Patton right to move without orders? Case for initiative. Read situation correctly. Saved time, potentially saved lives. Eisenhower was going to order it anyway. Speed matters in war. Violated chain of command. What if Eisenhower chose different plan? Sets precedent. Generals ignore protocol. System exists for reason. Prevents chaos. Montgomery waited for orders. Moved methodically. Patton moved before orders. Risked career. Bastogne relieved December 26th. Who was right? History says Patton. Military doctrine says wait for orders. Both can't be right. The system requires permission for reason. Coordination. Prevent conflicting operations. Resource allocation. Patton circumvented system. It worked because he predicted correctly. Staff prepared options. He won. But what if every general did this? Chaos, wasted resources, conflicting objectives. Patton's 6-hour head start saved Bastogne. But it also proved the system slows you down. Question remains, is that slowdown safety or bureaucracy? Patton chose speed, risked court-martial. We remember him because speed won. We don't remember the generals who followed procedure and arrived too late. The record. Patton never disciplined for early movement, never reprimanded. Why? Success. If Bastogne fallen, different story. December 1945. Patton died. Car accident. 12 days after injury. Never answered for December 19th, 0600 hours. Never needed to. He was right. The principle: forgiveness easier than permission. But only if you're right. Patton was right. This time. December 19th, 0600, insubordination. December 19th, 11:30, retroactive authorization. 5.5 hours between crime and legitimacy. Or 5.5 hours between initiative and approval. Depends whether you ask before or after Bastogne was relieved. Speed wins battles, but unauthorized speed ends careers. Unless you win. Patton won. Mechanism visible. When speed matters more than approval.